Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I'm glad you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, there's a tweet that has been doing rounds, and this tweet was posted at around 10 a.m. That is on the 10th of April 2023, or Easter Monday. So this tweet was shared by Senator Ledama Olekina, and it's concerning some gentlemen who could have been spotted at a hotel in KILELESHWA, and that hotel is believed to be KIDERO'S hotel named Games. So these individuals or these gentlemen, it's alleged that they are there for the sole reason of trying to clear some of those IEBC data because of the pressure that has been piling from Azimio and KENYALANS to have this server access, for the IT people of the Azimio and KENYALANS to scrutinize. So let me share this tweet so that we can get to talk about one or two things regarding the tweet, because it is so serious and so sensitive. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a tweet from Ledama Olekina. This has been forwarded many times by Kidero. Is this true? Only one way to find out. So he sent a picture of a message, probably this could be a WhatsApp message that has been shared so many times. And this is how the message goes. The Venezuelans have been here for 3 weeks, booked in KIDERO'S hotel in KILELESHWA called Games, waiting to clean the servers, which has been really hard task for them. Katambe. That is what Senator Ledama Olekina shared in his Twitter handle. As to whether this is true or maybe just another message that is being shared, that is something that we are yet to find out. But as to the content of the details in that message carries to itself a lot of weight. And if this is true, then it could relate to the pressure that is being piled by Raila Amolo Odinga to allow server access. So one of the things that William Ruto could be thinking of is probably to find a way of dealing with this server issue once and for all, because it is what Azimio and KENYALANS has given priority to. And looks like from what Raila has been saying, they are not ready to give it up. So it is something that even Kenyans are trying to relate with and saying that if this is what will give us peace, then let's have it open so that we can now deal with this issue once and for all. So I think it's in the realization that this is going to affect the Kenya Kwanza a lot. So now, if this is true, then the only thing that can be done by the Kenya Kwanza Alliance is to have people on the ground to try to clear data from the server. But again, it's very tricky here because you cannot clear those logs, because those logs are meant to be there. It is just like in an aeroplane, you have the black box. The black box is supposed to collect anything that is happening there, so that in the event there is any any accident, then the black box can always give the people who are not there some truth or some idea of what could have happened and led to maybe that air crash. So that log, the server log, is what is needed by the IT people from the for the Azimio and KENYALANS. So if this message is true, then there could be people on the ground who are meant to clear that data. This narrative has been peddled quite some time about such a plan, being hatched, a plan of people to clear data so that even if the server gets accessed and even if the Venezuelans decide to open this server, the Smartmatic, then there will be nothing to prove that there could have been theft of votes, that there could have been an illegal manipulation of those forms which used to reside in that algorithm server prior to them being sent to the storage server. Mind you, the server, I want to tell the people right here that the server that was allowed access to was the storage server. But the server that the Azimio and KENYALANS IT people wanted was the algorithm server, that is now the engine. That is what does the manipulation, relaying, and everything. Receives and disseminates to somewhere. Receive those forms, send them to somewhere. So receive the forms, send them to the storage server. So what was allowed access to is the storage server. But then, like, there's an analysis I'm doing, and I'll share it soon after this one, where I talk about 1,000 illegal access of the server. 1,000 illegal access of users who posted forms from outside Kenya. So those 1,000 illegal access could have posted forms which were not within Kenya. So these forms are the ones that can only be identified by the algorithm server, because it received them and relayed them somewhere. It received them and relayed them to the storage server. So this is what the Azimio on Kenya land and Raila in particular are demanding for: algorithm server. So if these Venezuelans are there, then they could be doing manipulation of the algorithm server and not the storage server. Because the storage server basically receive the forms which have been manipulated by the algorithm server. So that's why it is very important that the algorithm server be allowed access to, so that this issue in an issue once and for all, so that the Kenyans can have peace and move on. So I don't know, I'm not saying that this is true or not true, but if at all this is true, then this is going to affect the results of what Azimio and Kenya lands have been trying to champion. So ladies and gentlemen, that is a shared tweet, that is a shared WhatsApp that has been posted by Senator Damo Lekina. And once again, I'd like to urge you to go through that message carefully, and then you can get to understand what's been going on. So once again, I'd like to urge you to stay safe and stay blessed until you catch up again in our next analysis.